start. The light-dependent and independent reactions. Okay, this is the A3 stuff. This is all of this. The light-dependent reaction, energy of light is captured and used to make energy-storing compounds, ACP and NADPH. Okay? Get what? The notes you were supposed to do? Or that? We aren't even going to get to that today. We're going to start. The basic, the light-independent reaction uses energy and NADPH to produce glucose. Glucose is more stable than ATP and holds. Now this is the big thing here. Plants make ACP, but then they store all that energy in glucose because it stores 100 times more energy. That's something you have to remember. Glucose stores 100 times more energy than ATP. If you don't have that in your notes, you're not writing right now, you're dumb. Because I told you something is probably going to be tested. Okay? It is more stable and holds 100 times more energy. Than ATP. Holds 100 times more energy and is more stable. Light-dependent reaction, this is basic, this is what you think of as photosynthesis. Occurs in the chloroplast, photosynthetic membrane, in clusters of pigment cells called photosystems. That sentence right there is muy importante for you to remember. The light-dependent reaction occurs in the chloroplast, photosynthetic membranes, and clusters of pigment cells called photosystems. These 3 lines right here, 4 lines, if you don't have those down, you need to add them now. Because you know how we start that little popcorn thing where I go around like what's the formula for photosynthesis, which we'll start doing on Monday? These will be questions that I ask. Where does photosynthesis occur? Clusters of photosynthetic pigments called photosystems. You're going to have to know that in the chloroplast. Okay? Where are your notes? Okay, you have all that written down?
No.
You do. Walking down the stairs this morning, I wasn't paying as much attention to how many stairs there are there, so I turned early.
And you blew through the door.
No, I broke part of a wall.
Oh no.
At your house?
Yeah. Luckily, I'm pretty good at construction because I did it for a lot of years, so I'm going to have to fix it. But it's one of those, it's like a stair, it's in a stairway, so it's a half wall with a railing on it. It bent the end. Were you making an attempt to be mildly entertaining or funny?
No.
Yeah, because you missed. What's your problem, Sparky?
Crept in your corner.
Somebody pee in your Cheerios?
No.
You wake up on the grumpy side of the bed?
No.
You're just mad that I told the story and the attention wasn't on you. I'm sorry. You need a hug?
No.
Good, because I don't touch you.
I don't think so.
You don't hug people?
Not students. That's how you end up in the paper.
Wait, called.
Like this guy, I know this guy.
See, the problem is I'm so gorgeous that when people laugh,
What are you laughing at?
people go, I got hugged by Sasquatch.
You hear about that guy?
I'm pretty sure.
You hear about that guy?
No, we're doing this now. No, you're mean. I'm not listening.
Oh, listen,
We're done. Well, listen up. We already saw this picture of a photosystem. Okay, so these are these clusters of pigment cells. This is a photosynthetic membrane. So sunlight comes down, it's transferred and transported and converted in here, in this photosystem, Karen. It looks like a Mario game.
Yeah.
I never played Mario.
What?
You are a.
Yeah,
Normal
I-
person who doesn't spend his life playing video games. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, do you see?
Yeah.
Photosystems
Active.
are carriers for the electron transport chain. Oxygen is produced from the broken H2O in photosystem 2. You will learn all of this in this diagram. So you actually don't need to write this down. Oops. Unless you want to remember it specifically. So, the light-dependent reaction. What's dependent mean? It needs something. This
It relies
has to
on
have
another
light. In
substance.
plants, there are two reactions. That's why you have two sheets of paper. This one is the light-dependent reaction. This one is the light-independent reaction. Okay? That's just a picture, not a big deal. Okay. This is not what you're filling out yet, but this is the idea. Whenever the arrows are going down, do you think the energy is going up or going down? Down. Whenever the arrows are going up, do you think it's high energy or low energy?
High.
High energy. And that's a great way to look at this. If you start looking at this right now, just this thing, okay? You can tell where there's high energy and where it's losing energy, right? Because these arrows, we're going up, we're going down, we're going up, we're going down. And that's a big concept to get when you're dealing with this whole thing. So an overview of this is sunlight hits this little photosystem. It breaks a water molecule apart, and whenever you break a bond, you release
Energy.
energy. In this case, it's in the form of a couple of electrons, and it gets sent down this chain, and in this chain, we make some ATP. Then down here in another photosystem, it gets more sunlight because it needs energy. It breaks another bond, so it releases
Energy.
energy in what form? Same thing as the other one. In what form? 2 electrons. And then we make NADPH. And that's the whole thing. Now you're going to learn the parts of that, but that's the general idea. Sunlight, to break something, releases electrons. We make ATP or NADPH. Sunlight breaks something. Electrons make NADPH or ATP. Does that make sense? Okay. That's all this is, besides the specific parts. When do we get out of here?
2 minutes.
See, this Friday schedule just
Who tells the story now?
Yeah. That's the story.
it takes way longer than 2 minutes. And when did I tell you I was going to tell the story?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
But now I can't get it on video.
You should have got the video.
No, I wish I got that. I wish I got the story. So I could hear him scream like a little girl again.
Oh my god, I'm the funniest thing on the planet. I would have paid so much money just to see that.
Dude,
You do it. I ran. You take